Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Sahih Al-Bukhari, the book of knowledge, Hadith number 70. Narrated by Abu Wail radiyallahu ta'ala anhu that Abdullah used to give a religious talk to the people on every Thursday. Once a man said, "O Abdul Rahman, by Allah, I wish if you could preach us daily." He replied, "The only thing which prevents me from doing so is that I hate to bore you. And no doubt, I take care of you in preaching by selecting a suitable time, just as the Prophet ﷺ used to do with us, for fear of making us bored." Hadith number 71. Narrated by Muawiyah radiyallahu anhu that I heard Rasulullah ﷺ saying, "If Allah wants to do good to a person, He makes him comprehend the religion. I am just a distributor, but the grant is from Allah. And remember that this nation, true Muslims, will keep on following Allah's teaching strictly, and they will not be harmed by anyone going on a different path till Allah's order, Day of Judgment, is established." Hadith number 72. Narrated by Ibn Umar radiyallahu anhu that we were with the Prophet ﷺ in a spadix of date palm tree was brought to him. On that he said, "Amongst the trees there is a tree which resembles a Muslim." I wanted to say that it was the date palm tree, but as I was the youngest of all of them, I kept quiet. And then the Prophet ﷺ said himself that it is the date palm tree. Hadith number 73. Narrated by Abdullah bin Mas'ud radiyallahu anhu, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Do not wish to be like anyone except in two cases. The first is a person whom Allah has given wealth and he spends it righteously. The second is the one whom Allah has given wisdom, the Holy Quran, and he acts according to it and he teaches it to others." Hadith number 74. Narrated by Ibn Abbas anhu that he differed with her bin Qais bin Hisn al-Fazri regarding the companion of the Prophet Musa salam. Ibn Abbas said that he was Khadir. Meanwhile, Ubay bin Ka'b passed by them, and Ibn Abbas anhu called him. So when Ubay bin Ka'b passed by them, and Ibn Abbas called him, saying, "My friend, and I have differed regarding Musa salam, companion whom Musa salam asked the way to meet. Have you heard the Prophet mentioning something about him?" So he said, "Yes, I heard Allah Rasulullah saying, while Musa salam was sitting in the company of some Israel, a man came and asked him, 'Do you know anyone who is more learned than you?' So Moses replied, 'No.' So Allah sent the divine inspiration to Moses, 'Yes, our slave Khadir is more learned than you.' So Moses asked Allah how to meet him. So Allah made the fish as a sign for him, and he was told that when the fish was lost, he should return to the place where he had lost it, and there he would meet him, Al-Khadir. So Moses ﷺ went on looking for the sign of the fish in the sea. The servant boy of Moses said to him, 'Do you remember when we betook ourselves to the rock? I indeed forgot the fish. None but Satan made me forget to remember it.' And that Moses said, 'That is what we have been seeking.' So they went back retracing their footsteps and found Khadir. And what happened further to them is narrated in the Holy Quran by Allah. Hadith number 75. Narrated by Ibn Abbas who that once the Prophet ﷺ embraced me and said, "O Allah, bestow on him the knowledge of the book Quran." Hadith number 76. Narrated by Ibn Abbas anhu, once I came riding a she-ass and had just attained the age of puberty. Allah's Rasul was offering the prayer at Mina. There was no wall in front of him, and I passed in front of some of the row while they were offering their prayers. There I let the she-ass loose to graze and entered the row, and nobody objected to it. Hadith number 77. Narrated by Mahmud bin Rabi' Radiallahu anhu, when I was a boy of 5 years old, I remember that the Prophet ﷺ took water from a bucket used for getting water out of a well with his mouth and threw it on my face. Hadith number 78, narrated by Ibn Abbas anhu, that he differed with Hur bin Qais bin Hassan al-Fazri regarding the companion of the Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Meanwhile, Ubay bin Ka'b passed by them, and Ibn Abbas called him, saying, "My friend, and I have differed regarding Moses alayhi salam companion, whose Musa alayhi salam asked the way to meet. Have you heard Allah Rasul mentioning something about him?" Ubay bin Ka'b said, "Yes, I heard the Prophet ﷺ mentioning something about him, saying, while Moses was sitting in the company of some Israelis, a man came and asked him, 'Do you know anyone who is more learned than you?' Moses replied, 'No.' So Allah sent the divine inspiration to Moses, 'Yes, our slave Khadir is more learned than you.' So Moses asked Allah how to meet him. So Allah made the fish a sign for him, and he was told when the fish was lost, he should return to the place where he had lost it, and there he would meet him, Al-Khadir. So Moses went on looking for the sign of the fish in the sea. The servant boy of Moses said, 'Do you remember when we betook ourselves to the rock? I indeed forgot the fish. None but Satan made me forget to remember it.' On that Moses said, 'That is what we have been seeking.' So they went back retracing their footsteps and found Khadir. And then what happened further about them is narrated in the Holy Quran by Allah. Hadith number 79, narrated by Abu Musa radiyallahu anhu, the Prophet ﷺ said, "The example of guidance and knowledge with which Allah has sent me is like abundant rain falling on the earth, some of which was fertile soil that absorbed rain, water, and brought forth vegetation and grass in abundance. And another portion of it was hard and held the rain water, and Allah benefited the people with it, and they utilized it for drinking, making their animals drink from it, and for irrigation of the land for cultivation. And a portion of it was barren, which could neither hold the water nor bring forth vegetation, then that land gave no benefits. The first is example of the person who comprehends Allah's religion and gets benefit from the knowledge which Allah has revealed through me, the Prophet ﷺ, and learns and then teaches others. The last example is that of a person who does not care for it and does not take Allah's guidance revealed through me, so he is like that barren land." Hadith number 80, narrated by Anas radhiyallahu anhu, that Rasulullah ﷺ said, "From among the portents of the hour or the doomsday are the following. Number 1, religious knowledge will be taken away by the death of religious learned men. Number 2, religious ignorance will prevail. Number 3, drinking of alcohol drinks will be very common. Number 4, there will be prevalence of open illegal sexual intercourse."